Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Who is in class? Purity, Purity, Purity is in class. Purity, can you turn off your mic, please? Who is in class? Purity. Good evening, everyone. Who is joining me on screen? 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 Good. I can see two people in class already. Okay, we have two persons in class. We need more people to be in class. Let's wait for the others to join. You could just comment or leave a comment for me to know you're in class. Or you can give us a wave here. Okay, good. Good. May I know who is in class? May I know who is in class? Class. Purity, what is going off and on? Good. We're live on YouTube, so please let's. Okay, good, 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 good. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. Purity, you're live, but I can't see your face. Your camera is turned off. Okay, your camera is turned off. Okay, good evening. Welcome. Today we we're talking about. We're going to be talking about. Or should we wait for the others to join live? Let's wait for the others to join live. Let's wait. Let's wait for the others to come. Okay, waiting for you. Lekro in class. Let's wait for the others to join us in class. Let's wait. Let's wait. Okay, we have one person join now. Another person. Okay. Okay. You can wave your hand. Just let me know that you're in class. Just let me know you're in class. Just let me know you're in class. Okay, we have three persons now in class. We have three persons. Okay. I'm trying to chat the admin up and all that. Okay. So let's do this. 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 Okay. Wave hands. Victoria Bassi, good to see you. Victoria Bassi, good to see you. Victoria Bassi, good to see you. Good to see you, Victoria Bassi. Good to see you, Victoria Bassi. Good to see you, Victoria Bassi. Okay, we're waiting for more people to join. We're waiting for more people to join. Let's just say in another 2 minutes we will kick off. Kick off. We kick off. So basically, what we are talking today, this evening, as our last session, we're talking about planning social media engagement. This is somewhat very tasky because it requires a lot of brain, guinea core and all that. It requires a lot of thinking, a lot of strategizing. It requires a whole lot of planning and A and B or A/B testing. It requires a lot of monitoring. Sometimes when you plan your social media engagement, or you have a plan for social media engagement, you don't need to wait for the end, or let's say you have a goal for 3 months or 6 months. You don't need to wait. Sometimes you might change your plans in 1 week or 2 weeks, knowing fully well that probably how you started was not quite effective, or you're not being productive, and you're not getting the results you plan for. So social media engagement is something that every individual, I think, not just for businesses, every individual should partake and should practice. In our last session, we talked about planning, and we reiterated that a lot of times. Planning, 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 planning. In fact, nobody should live a life without planning, not to talk of business. And we also said that smart goals is not just generally for life, it's also for anything you do, for everything you do. So when you are setting smart goals, it's not just for your life alone, but for every single journey or every activities, which also involves, you know, which involves social media, your business, everything about you, school, every single thing about you. So smart goals is also required in social media planning. And I want to talk about insights and monitoring social media. You see, one of the things that we seldomly do using social media for business is that we do not evaluate we do not evaluate our activities, let's say weekly, daily, or weekly. We don't, even without not just business wise, but personally. You need to evaluate your activity online. You need to check, see, okay, for the past 1 week, I've had so and so post. I've been able to post 5 times. I've been able to post 10 times. How do I? Sorry, let me adjust my lights and all that so that you can see me well. Okay, good. So how do I make sure that I can grow from this and all that? Okay, this month I intended or I planned that we're going to have, or I'm going to have 100 followers. How come I'm just having 2 followers? How come I'm just having 3 followers and all that? So there is no goal. If there is no goal, there will be no evaluation. So we seldomly not evaluate our social media activities because we don't have goals. We don't have goals. We embark on social media journey without a goal. Without a goal, it's not, you're not going to get results. What you're going to be getting is more of impressions. Now, talking about impressions, impressions has to do with insights. You see, sometimes our impressions is so much more like when we go to our insight page, your Facebook page, just go there and you see your impressions and all that. You're like, hey, I have over 10,000 impressions today. I have over 10,000 impressions this past week. No, impressions is not what anybody should be looking at on social media. In fact, what we advise while going for social media, Akpos is live. Akpos is live. Akpos, can you hear me? Akpos, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Hello?
can hear you. I'm with you. But
Akpos,
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
we're just talking about social media monitoring, goals and plans and all that. So, talking about impressions, so a lot of people are quite impressed when they see impressions. Like if you go to your Instagram insights and your Facebook insights, you see your impressions is so much, like maybe 500 impressions, but let's say 2,000 impressions. But have you noticed that your impressions is usually higher than your likes or your views? It's usually higher. Now, impressions is simply how many times people have scrolled or seen your post. Now, this is how you evaluate your whatever, your page, your business page. If your impressions, working with the Pareto principles, if your impressions is 2,000 and your likes is 20, and somebody commented just once, you just have one comment, you are doing poorly. Even if you have 2,000 impressions, you know why? You know what that signifies? It shows that people saw your post, but they were not interested in what you have, what you have to offer. They were not interested in what you're selling. They were not interested in your graphic designs. They were not interested in your shoes, your bags, or anything, or any business, or anything you advertise. So impressions is not what you should be going for. What you should be going for is conversion. What you should be going for is conversion. What you should be going for is conversion. We're looking at conversion. So no matter, even if you have 1 million views, don't look at the views. Don't look at the views. Look at how many out of the 1 million people, what was the Pareto principle? How many of those people or those views, how many calls did you get? Did you get up to 200,000 calls? Did you even get up to 20 calls? Now, even if you got 500,000 calls, how many did you sell? So that's the focus. That's the ROI, not your impressions. If you doubt me, go to your Facebook page right now and go to your inside column. Go click on your inside column and or your Facebook, your Instagram too. You can go there and see the inside. You will see that for every of your posts, check for the insights. For every of your posts, you have so much numbers for your impressions, but less on your views as per videos, then maybe likes and even comments. What we should be looking out for is ROI, and impressions cannot give us the ROI. Impressions cannot give us the ROI. Whether you have 20 million impressions, whether you have 10 million or 200,000 impressions, is not what you should be going for when doing planning for social media engagement. What you should be looking for is conversion. What is your conversion rate? Now, this is how you do it. Let's say for Monday to Saturday, you have a plan that you're going to post 7 times. Now, you should have it in mind. I'm going to post 7 times this week, from Monday to Saturday. And by Saturday, I want to be able to have 500 followers, as the case may be. And then by Saturday, I want to be able to sell at least 20 of my products. So there is a goal which is attainable. A smart goal, it's timely. It's a goal which is attainable. But on Saturday, when you come to evaluate, you're not looking at impressions. That's what most people do. They look at the impressions like, hey, we have over 10,000 views. No. Don't look at views. Views is for artists. These artist people and all that. Views is not for business minds. That's not the conversion. As a businessman or a businesswoman, what you should be looking at is conversion. Your conversion rate is what we are going for. When people consult me for their social media presence online and online reputation management, that is what I simply tell them. How far? What has been your social media goal for the last 3 months? What have you done? What activities have you done? Have you done any paid ads? If not, why? How well have you been growing organically? How well have you been growing organically? Do you think you are growing? A lot of people don't even know what growth is on social media. Truth. They don't even know what growth is. The fact that you have 500 followers doesn't mean you're growing. People have different reasons why they follow you. People have different reasons why they follow you. Sometimes maybe they want to see a particular post of yours again, or probably they just like or have this, emotional appeal towards one of your posts and they just follow. Now, you have 500 followers, but at the end of the day, when you post a picture, you only have 10 likes. It doesn't work. It doesn't rhyme. So where are the followers? Where are they? Is that they're not active? Let me tell you. See, these days, I tell you, an average youth is active online. I say, in fact, there are even analytic tools that we can use to check how active your audience are, your followers are. You discover that 80%, 70 to 80%, especially on Instagram, that they are active. They are there checking pictures, videos of Nedu the Wazobia, the comedian, or one gospel artist, or one Whiskey Award or Burna Boy Awards. But they are not looking at your page. They are not coming to your page, but they are following you. It shows that there's something wrong. So, but if you look at our last session, this afternoon session, we talked about planning, and it all boils down to planning. Because if you have a solid plan, and in your plan, the engagement plan will be there. What you're going to post, the storytelling, how you are going to post, time to post, and we talked about in our last session. We said that there's no best time to post. There's actually no best time to post on social media. So what somebody tells you on Saturday morning, no. Every single individual on social media have their own perfect timing for posting. Hello, is somebody here? Olusegun, good to see you. Olusegun, good to see you. Thank you. Oh, Olusegun, it's been long I saw you. Good to see you here. Good to see you. So every single individual on social media, whatever platforms you are using, every social media platform have their own analytic tool. Analytic tool simply means that the tool tells you at the back end, it tells you when your followers, even if they are just 10, when they are most likely to be online, the day of the week, mostly their interest. Sometimes if there are some paid analytic tools that you can use, they will tell you when when your followers are going to be online, the exact time. In fact, they will even notify you. So if you have such tool to use at your disposal, what happens is that if the analytic tool tells you that by 8 o'clock your followers are going to be online, that's when you should be online. So you're not going to be online 8 p.m. the next day because your analytic tool is telling you that your followers are online. Now, one of the best analytic tools is hashtags. Let me tell you why it's a very good analytic tool. Because if you can actually follow hashtags as you follow people online. So if you follow an hashtag or a hashtag, there's every tendency that once that hashtag begins trending or people are using that hashtag, you will get notified. So when you get notification that this hashtag people are using it therefore means there's time, or that's the time for you to engage. Because if an hashtag is not trending, and you are using it, believe you me, you will get less. No, you will get less traction. You will get less. On the best time to use an hashtag is when it's trending. Sometimes people just use hashtags that are trended just to have their pictures or content in that community or that space. You understand? But the best time to use an hashtag. That's why you need to use hashtag tools like hashtagify. Please note this down. Hashtagify. Hashtagify is very popular. I only use it once, but the one I use that is quite efficient for me is in tags. You can go to Google or Google Play Store and just check it. You see it there. In tags, I use that one very well, very, very well. It's very effective. It has numbers. It has numbers. It has numbers. It has numbers, and I like that. I like numbers. I like analytic tools that give me numbers. They tell me how many people are using it per day. That kind of tool. They tell you how many people are using it per day. So when I'm planning my social media engagement, I have to impute these things into this or everything we've talked about into the plan, the hashtags, the timing, and all that. So it makes my posting or content distribution very effective, very effective, very effective. And I don't want to joke with that. So there are so many things that we need to note while planning social media engagement. There's so many things. Another thing that we need to look about is timing. Let me talk about timing. Not just timing as to when your audience is going to be online. Timing as to what is going to be happening in the month of May. You can actually, to a far extent, it's called projection. You can project and say, okay, in the month of May, we have like so many holidays. One of the most popular holiday is Workers' Day, which is May 1st, right? So imagine a day before May Day and a day after May Day. So you can actually create content around that period to see that, okay, how can I reach out to people? It's usually a public holiday. Yeah, it's a public holiday. So how can I reach people that particular time? So you don't need to wait for May 1st to plan on what to post to reach these people. You already have the content right now, and you start there's what we call build up. You start a build up, like probably you want to do a giveaway. So there's a build up. First of all, maybe you want to start celebrating workers. Probably you want to write a story about a worker. I know that. Sorry about that. I just got something like that. So you want to write a story about a worker or share a story about someone who worked his own life and one day he was rewarded or something. Or you want to celebrate somebody that is a worker or a civil servant. I'm just giving you ideas for content and all that. So you can see how engaging the story is becoming. You can see how engaging. You already have content now. And see, you cannot plan social media engagement without knowing your audience. Now, I said May Day and I said Workers' Day. So we already have a target audience in mind, which is the workers. So your content should be around that context, that workers, that day people are celebrating workers and you are selling bags. You are posting about bags, or you're posting about your products, or you are posting about this, and you're not on your page. There's nobody will listen to you. Guess what? Hashtag Workers Day will be trending, not your business. But when you use hashtag Workers Day, celebrating workers, and probably you do a very fine design, and you have a very good storyline and all that, using storytelling and all that. There's everything that when yours is that captivating. There are so many things you can do to make your content quite captivating, even if there are millions of posts on that particular day. If yours is that captivating, believe you me, once people click on your post, there's every tendency that they will go to your page. And when they see your page, they get to see every other of your products or every other of your posts. So it's quite easier that way to market. But when you just put out their shoes, people will just go past. I'm not interested in shoes. They might be interested in shoes the next day, but at that particular time, there is a sense of responsibility and commitment and engagement. You understand? There's a sense of commitment and engagement. People want to celebrate workers. The whole world is celebrating workers, especially here in Nigeria. We're celebrating workers and all that. So you shouldn't be different. You shouldn't be different. You shouldn't be. Then after what was it called again? After May Day, there are other holidays too. There are other scenarios. Okay, we have the Sunday where everybody goes to church. On Fridays, the Muslims go to mosques. Yes, that's a market. That's numbers. I've always said business is about numbers, and look for where the numbers are. Look for where the numbers are. On Fridays, I go around Lekki here on the Lagos Island. I see mosques. I see people gather. I'm like, what can I sell to these people? On Sundays, everywhere, church. People are going to church. What can I sell to these people? What can I sell to these people? There's so much. Business is about numbers. See, somebody that is selling to 100 will do better to somebody that is selling to 10. Yes, if you are running the same business, except if Guinea call you are making 20 million from selling to 10, and the other person is making $100 from selling to 100. But if we are running the same business, I am selling to 100 and you're selling to 10, I will do better than you. So business is about numbers. First of all, know your numbers, then know your audience, and look for what interests your audience. Look for what your audience is committed to online. What are they going to do online? This analytics, this answers are there online for you to get. You just go and ask Google or ask.com, like my mentor will say. So you go online, you ask yourself these questions. First of all, you write them down. So what can I do? Where are my people? And okay, let's look at the demography. And I know that, okay, I think people between age 18 and 34 should be interested in, or will be interested in, my product. Where can I get them? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Twitter? Are they on Facebook? Okay, they're on Facebook. If they're on Facebook, how do I reach them? Where are they on Facebook? Should I start adding people as friends? No, don't do that. They are community. That's why you have groups on Facebook. A lot of us are not maximizing the power of Facebook groups. Now, why I said that is because I think what we do is that we go online on these groups and we post pictures and updates. No, how can you post pictures and updates on a Facebook group with over 1 million people? Don't do that. Engage them. You know what you do? Post something. You can say, I want to give out 5,000 naira recharge card this week. If you can tell me this and tell me this using your brand name. Do you know what happens when you do that? Somebody who doesn't want 5K bucks, 5,000 bucks? Who doesn't want that? I want it. If I see that kind of post, come on, I want 5K. That's something. That's extra cash. An extra dollar would harm or would hurt, as like a friend would say. So I want extra 5K. So you put up something. See, do you know, instead of paying Facebook 5K, like for paid ads, why don't you do that? That's what I tell some of my clients. Do a giveaway. Say this weekend, this coming Saturday, I'm going to be giving out 5,000 naira. If you're in Nigeria, US $5,000. Let's say 5,000 naira if you're in Nigeria. I'm going to give out 5,000 naira. Only if you do this. Post this. Post this on your page. The post with highest like. You've seen that a lot. The post with highest like gets the 5K. And if on the 6th day or the weekend, and you go and check, and you see that Mr. A gets over 600, believe you me, you will do it. Do you know what happens? People will post that picture, maybe your picture, a brand design of your product and all that. They will post it, and they will go and invite people to come and like that picture so that they will get more likes, so that when you come to see that they have more likes, you give them the 5K. Guess what? They are helping you publicizing your brands. You have not thought about that, right? You've not thought about that, right? A lot of small business don't do this. We see big brands do it, but small business needs to do it. See, even if you want to do 2,000 naira, no problem. Even if you want to do 5,000 naira for your brand, no problem. You can do giveaway. You can say this month, I want to brand, if you're into branding, I want to brand a company from start to finish for free. Terms and conditions apply. The first 10 people, in the next 2 weeks, are going to be picking the first 10 people. What you need to do is probably rules and regulation, this and that, do this. You need to answer some questions. You need to engage, post a picture of yourself or a video of yourself telling us about your brand. You cannot actually quantify the amount of traction you will get when you do that. In fact, I even have a campaign that is coming on either next month or the upper month on this idea I just shared. You have to create. People are looking for something to hover around. People are looking for something that is trending. And when you are the reason why a hashtag is trending, the hashtag is trending, or something is trending on, like, imagine the impact on your brand. Now, I said your brand name, not your name. That's if your name is your brand name. Try to use your brand to do whatever you're doing online. That's why you need your Facebook page. That's why you need your Instagram business page and all that. Use your brand name to participate, to engage conversations online. See, if you want to build a personal brand, no problem. But your personal account should be for your family and friends. If you run Your business page should be what you are using in commenting in people's posts. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. Then see, you will spend less long-term wise when you do that. Use your business page to participate, to engage people on social media platforms. Hello, Akbos. What do you think?
Yeah, that's actually the best thing to do, because when you do that, you are actually calling an attention. I've been on LinkedIn for a while lately. My business page on LinkedIn currently, there are some activities that go on there, and LinkedIn personally advised me to actually place comment on certain content I've related with before with my business page. Now, this is deliberate because when you do that, it does not only send a signal to the audience about your business, but it also helps your brand float. It helps your brand come into a perspective whereby people can easily visit your page. People can actually go and check your website and see what you have to offer. Now, the ideal thing about this commenting with your business page or with your business account is this: whenever, whenever you do that, the first thing that happens is this: you send a question to the minds of the people. Who is this? Because it's not a regular name. So definitely they would want to see, because it's not a regular name. So they want to see. So the minute you're able to get their attention with that, then the next thing for them is to check what you posted. Now, the next thing you're commenting should be relevant. It has to be very, very relevant to the subject. Because if what you are posting or what you are commenting is not relevant to the subject matter, it's going to be sending a very wrong signal to your brand. So whatsoever you're going to be commenting, whatsoever you're going to be posting must be relevant to what is being discussed, and it should offer value. Now, if that value can be established at that point, then they will eventually want to go see which company is this that's talking about this. Now, from there, a lead has been generated. Now, whatsoever that is on your page should be able to convert them into sales. That is why all of these stages are very, very important.
Very true, sir. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. I would like to take a case study. I would like to take a case study. I would like to hear somebody speak. I would like somebody to ask a question on how they can grow their brand online. I
Okay.
want this to be very specific. I don't want to be generic in our conversation. So if you have a brand or a business online, or you want to find out or get answers as to how to grow your business, you can simply just join us via the link. I can see Purity, Victoria Bassi. I can see Olusegun Olabisi and all that. So, Akpos, kindly send the link, the watch link, to me so that I can send to some people. Some people are asking for the watch link. They said they are having difficulties in viewing.
Okay.
Kindly send the
That's the
watch link so that yeah, the watch link, the link to watch. Yes.
okay. I'll do
So
that.
please hold on. We're coming. We just want to get, if you want to join us, if you want to join us on the screen like this, just simply comment, leave a comment and say you want to join us, and I will send you the link. Then you just join us on screen and we are good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go. So, Akpos, are you sending the link right now?
I'm sending it now.
Are you sending it via WhatsApp or via mail, or what are you sending it?
Via WhatsApp.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Via
Okay,
WhatsApp. It should be with you.
okay. Akpos, take over for me. I'll be with you in 31 minutes, 30 seconds, 1 minute.
Okay. Now, as we're talking about the idea of putting your brand out there, the concept of managing your social media should not be a personalized thing. It shouldn't be a personalized thing. This one thing so many businesses do. You start off your social media management for a business purpose, but then you end up making it a personal thing. I often say this: your business is not for you. Your business is for your audience. It's for a particular set of people. So you shouldn't personalize it to yourself. So whatsoever you're going to be doing, whatsoever social media efforts you're going to be doing on your page, on your platform, you must ensure that by all means you are targeting a specific goal that is linked to what your organization wants to offer. Yeah, that is linked to what your organization wants to offer. So the first thing here you should have in mind is your brand wants to be perceived as being excellent. It has to be perceived as being excellent. Now, if it must be excellent, it involves the pattern of communication, the style, a specific language. Now, I'm going to use MTN, for example. I've been studying them for a while now. So I'm going to use them for an example in this particular presentation. Now, if you observe the way MTN make their propositions, the way MTN get to put out their content on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, there's a particular pattern and a particular language they speak through their designs. In doing this, they are able to get a specific set of people that understand exactly what they're saying per time. Now, this is why you have to take out time to understand your audience. If you understand your audience, everything works fine and perfectly. So, okay, I think Salem just came in. If you understand your audience, you see everything's going to work out perfectly. And that is why I want you to ensure by all means that you build your excellent pattern of communication. During Mr. Dixon's class, I remember he did mention something concerning communication. Yeah, Mr. Dixon mentioned something about communication is key. Now, if you remember very well, the whatsoever content you're going to be putting out there on any of the platform, either as a comment in another person's content or on your personal content, you have to understand that you have to communicate. There has to be a channel through which these people can relate back to you. Yeah, they have to be able to relate back to you, because if they cannot relate back to you, then there's no engagement. The goal is you send a message to them, they receive the message, they understand the message, and they return back to you to give you a feedback, to become a lead, to become a sale. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. This is the exact process. This is the exact pattern that actually can give you the kind of traction you're looking for. Most of the business pages I've seen and I've studied online, on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, most of them are just monologues. They are monologues. They're just talking. They're just talking. They are not building conversations. They're not building conversations. Now, the goal is build a conversation. When you're able to build a conversation, you are going to eventually be able to get a level of lead that you can convert. Build conversations. That's why earlier on today, we've been emphasizing the idea of storytelling. We've been emphasizing storytelling back to back, back to back. You cannot do social media without storytelling. It is impossible to carry out your social media activities without storytelling. In the afternoon session, Mr. Steven mentioned something concerning the what's it called, the breakdown of your content. It's possible you have a specific content, and that content could last you up to a month, but just because of the fact that you're not able to generate stories out of that specific content, you push everything out in 2 or 3 days, and then you end up struggling to actually get people to understand the intensity of what you sent out. The simpler it is, the better, because these guys don't have time to stay on your content. Only one thing they understand: if your content is able to give them a specific impact, then it will actually help them come back and pay
Yeah.
attention to what you're doing. The what's it called? The thumb of these people is always on the scroll. It's just scrolling, it does not stop. So the question is, what can you put out there that can make that their thumb scroll down to see what you've posted? It does not have to be ambiguous. Make it as simple as possible. But whatsoever story you are telling must be relevant. Relevant to the time, relevant to the situation, relevant to the audience. Without storytelling, there's no engagement. It's not possible. Avoid monologues, build dialogues, build conversations. Like I said earlier, most of the accounts I see, they're just talking. Come and buy, come and buy, come and buy. I sell this, come and buy. They don't answer the question of Why do I have to buy it? Now, think from the perspective of your audience. When you're generating your content or when you're posting your social media and when you're managing, think like, what questions are they likely going to ask? Questions like, why should I buy this stuff? What value will it add to me? If I spend my money on this, hope I will not be regretting it. Are able to answer these questions? They will guide how you generate your content. They will guide how you make your presentations. They will guide how you put it, the kind of platform you're going to put this particular content into. And eventually you find out that you won't be spending so much energy or so much time trying to convince. Rather, you will be converting more than you're trying to convince. So this is actually a clue to help you convert more than trying to convince, because you may spend a whole year convincing without a conversion. And that's not a good business, trust me. It's time consuming and it's poor for returns on investment. So do we have any case study that we're going to be looking at? Anybody yet? Any case study?
We're still expecting some other people to join us. We have Purity online, but I think she's having some technicalities and all technical issues and all that. Um, I wanted us to use someone's brand this evening as a case study. So Ungozi, can we use your brand? Ungozi is online, but uh, Ungozi, join us on screen. Join us on screen. Join us on screen. Let's use your brand, or Olusegun. Shegun, we can use your brand. Let's have someone's brand. Let's see. I have internet here. My screen is duplicated, so I can, uh, search for your brand online and give you possibly the best. Okay, Purity said we can use hers, but Purity is not online. We need you to be online. We need you to join us on screen. Purity
It
said
has
we
to be
can
on
use hers,
stream.
but we need to join. You need to be on screen. Oh, Ngozi said she doesn't have a business yet. Oh, okay. Ngozi said she doesn't have a business yet. Let's see.
The person needs to join us on StreamYard. Some are streaming from YouTube currently, some are live on YouTube currently. But whosoever we're going to be using has to come on StreamYard.
On screen, yes, on
So we
StreamYard.
can.
Um, how do we go about this? Okay. Um, okay, Ungozi, can you join us on screen? Just turn on your video. This is Ungozi here. Ungozi, can you turn on your mic and your video? Let's see you. Hello, Ungozi. Hello, Ungozi.
Okay. Ngozi is.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good to hear from you, but it would be
I'm
nice to
fine.
see
I'm
you.
so sorry. I can't turn on my video.
Why? Okay. You were saying that you don't have a business yet. So you're not in business, you don't do business?
No, I'm a student.
Oh, but that
I'm a
doesn't stop you from
yes,
doing
I'm a
that
student.
doesn't stop you from doing business. It doesn't stop you from doing business. You can be a liaison officer of maybe a brand, or a brand ambassador, or even my brand ambassador in your school. You could do business one way or the other,
Wow.
and it won't affect your studies. Yeah, I've seen people who were successful at doing business, and they were also good with their studies as well. But you could try that out. But I'm not saying do it, but you could try it out. But you have to plan it out so that in case anything happens, you don't say Steve Biki wise I told you to go do it.
Okay, sir.
So where are you calling us from? Where are you
Thank you
tuning
very
from?
much.
Yeah. Where are you? Are you in Benin or Port
I'm
Harcourt?
calling you from Worry.
Warri.
No,
Oh,
no, no, I'm in
amazing.
Worry.
Oh, that's good. Where
Yes,
exactly
Osubi
Warri?
Worry.
Also, I know that area. I've been there.
Okay, I'm in Osubi. You know
Yeah, I
Osubi?
know that. Yes, of course. Now, come on.
Okay, that's
I,
that's why I'm saying.
that's nice. Good to hear
That's
from
our
you.
story.
Okay, that's nice.
Thank you very
That's
much.
no problem. Hope to hear from you very soon. So, of course, I don't know who we can bring online. We have who
Okay.
can we bring online? Who can we bring online? Shegun, I think Shegun has left. Then Eseogene, I don't know who is Eseogene. I think Eseogene has left too. But it's just Purity. I can see Purity and Ngozi, they are live. Um, we are hoping to get more people join us. We just have a few minutes left and all that. So to sum it up, let me say this: you can't plan or go about your social media business the way you see other people do it online. You can't do that. It is not advisable. You can't do that. See, one of the things I see that most people they skip the process of going organically, and they do paid ads. Yes, paid ads will get you some level of results, but it won't give you all the results you need. If you don't have a strong foundation going organically, you won't do well with paid ads. I'm telling you, you won't do well with paid
Very true.
ads. You
Very
won't do
true.
well with paid ads. You won't do well. See, you have to grow organically. See, give yourself time. But even if you're new and even if you have been in business, that's where you need online reputation management. What it involves is you coming to your table, going back to the drawing table, and saying for the next 90 days or for the next 30 days, I want to take all my posts down, if need be. I want to rebrand my social media pages. I want to be able to change the content, your about page, your location, your business, your address, your business address, your phone number, your contact address. See, most businesses, their contact number is not going through. See, do you
Mm.
know, in as much as we have something like email marketing, do you know that a recent research states, of which I have known this for years, that text message does well, far better than emails, than emails,
Exactly.
done far better than. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry for that. Oh, I think the network here is, I don't know. Okay, trying to fix it. I have two internet network running here, but I don't know why they did that. So, like we're saying, you we see there's so many factors involved. In fact, of course, what we need to do is that that's my program I told you about. Or I will actually impute this into the program and see how I can actually solidify this topic and all that. See, there are so many factors involved in social media success or social media for business
Yes.
success. So many factors. If you do one, there's every tendency if you do one, there's every tendency that you will not be successful. You have to do at least a bit of everything, a bit of everything.
Yeah.
And the best way to go about that, you can go on Google and research it. It's called online reputation management. If you can do well, if you can do that well, believe you me, you have built the foundation for social media success. You've built the foundation for social media success. Try and practice it. Go online. That's your assignment for your business. If you want to be successful, go online today. Search for what is online reputation management and how do you go about it. Or you can contact Akbos. You can contact Akbos and he will give you the whole, storyline and the whole build up of how online reputation management is done. And believe you me, if you give yourself the 30-day or the 90-day, goal planning and all that, you'll be successful. Trust me, I do that every 6 months for my business every 6 months. Sometimes I have to tell myself, what am I even posting? All the posts I've been posting for days and for months, what's the result? What's the ROI? How many people are liking and how many calls am I getting? Do you understand? I shouldn't just be posting for posting's sake so that I have content on my page. No, it has to be engaging. I have to have calls. I need to get calls. I need calls. I need people asking me for my services. That is it. I'm not there to, in Nigeria, we call you, I'm not there to fry beans or or count beans. Do you understand? So it has to be, the result is cause. The result, the reason why you're doing business and your business on social media is not to let people know how fine your shop or your business or product is. It's for sales. So whatever content you're doing has to be, quite engaging. It has to be. And you don't need to have come and buy as a call to action. Though in one of our classes, I'm going to be talking about call to actions. One of the default or layman language of call to action, or what we tend to be call to action is sign up, learn more, buy now. All these now, this verb, these action words and all that. Yes, they are call to action, but those call to actions are actually fading away. See, the call to actions might just be your branding. See, the best form of call to action is your branding. Is the perception that people have of you online. See, if you have buy now and you have a very poor graphics, your graphics is not well arranged, your text, your headline, your catchphrase is not well arranged, forget it. Nobody will call now, buy now, sign up now. So you see that? So your call now is useless with all these aesthetics. See, there's so many things involved. We are going to put you through. Of course, let's create another day. We're going to do more like a 2-hour bootcamp class, one full, maybe a 3-hour. We'll just try and see how we can, maximize time and use it very well and see how we can really teach these things. It's out there on the internet, but it's quite generic. So what we need to do is that we need to bring it down and show people how they can use it for their own business. Because even when people go for digital marketing courses these days, the digital marketing course you get these days, they just tell you how to do digital marketing generally, but not digital marketing on how to grow your cassava business, how to grow your makeup business. You understand? So it's not specific as to your own
Just
kind of business. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to streamline digital marketing. We're going to see how we can tell you how to use digital marketing for your business. Digital marketing for your business. It's very key. It's very key. And I think that's why most people get lost. They go online and ask Google, how can I grow my business with digital marketing? And you get generic results and no specific results. I'm going to tell you how that works too. So many ways to go about this. And I'm excited. We are 50 minutes gone. And we don't have so many people have left the class. I'd love to hear more questions. Purity, you want to ask questions? Inspired Wars, you want to ask questions? Ngozi is still live. I think I saw. Okay, yeah, I think Ngozi is still live. I think Shego has left class. Victoria has left class too. But it's good. It's good so far. It's good. I'm excited. See, this is what I do every day. I can talk about this for the next 24 hours. I'm a consultant. See, I talk to people every day. People chat me up, especially friends. They're like, hey, Stephen, I'm having issues with this. I'm having issues with that and all that. I had someone, okay, let me share a story. 2 minutes. I met someone 4 years ago who spends around 17 to 20 million naira every year on Facebook ads. Yeah. The man's office is in Lekki on the island here in Lagos. But do you know, as he was telling us, let's say in the space of 5 minutes, somebody from Facebook or someone, a customer attendant or somebody, called him right there. And the thing was, sir, we want to help you maximize the amount or the money you spend on Facebook. We want to make sure that the money you are spending on Facebook, you are getting results, you are getting ROI. Trust me, every activity online, if there is no ROI, forget it. See, in fact, go and do your business somewhere else. So you can imagine even Facebook calling him. They know that if this man is spending so much, yes, Facebook wants the money. They know that if this man is spending so much and he's not getting results, this man might end up choosing another service, maybe Google ads or Bing ads and all that. So they called him like, sir, we want to help you. They know that for this man to have spent 17 million bucks, he's a big customer. He has the money. He has the money to spend. So let's see how we can engage him more and also help him get more value for what he's spending and all that. So ROI is very important. ROI is very important. It's my focus online, and it should be your focus online. It's my focus online, and it should be your focus online. But we don't do that. What we want to do is impressions. We want to see people like our posts and views and all that. That's not it. So I think we have to end the class here. Of course, what do you have for us?
Okay, just to wrap up, just like you said, It's not about impressions, it's not about likes. Like I always say, 1 is greater than 0. 1
Yeah.
is greater than 0. I think we have to come back to the basics to understand that in as much as we're chasing crowd, chasing large number of followers and stuff like that, let's all ask ourselves one important question. How much is going to return out of this large number of people? It is possible to have 50 followers, and out of that 50 followers, you are making up to 100,000 naira every week from that 50 followers. And someone may be having
Very
up to
true.
22,000
Very true.
followers. That person is not even
Mm-hmm.
making any. So the question is,
Very
what is
true.
your goal? And this goes back to
True.
organizational goals and standard. Before you get to your business, why are you in business? What's your standard for doing business? By the time
True.
you set your standard, you're supposed to create a perspective that you want your clients to see you as. Are you a premium client? Are you a middle class client? Are you a low class client? So be set in. After that has been set in place, before you now think about social media to expand,
Yeah.
to reach a wider audience.
Mm.
Now, when you get there, you already understand your target audience, so you're able to carve your content
Yeah.
to meet their need. When you meet their need, followers will come naturally, returns on investment will come naturally. But first, understand the business you're doing and understand why you're in business before you start spending money on social
Very
media.
true. Very true. Very true. Of course, let's do this again. Let's do this again. I think we should do this more often. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. I'm
Okay.
available for this. I can do this all day. I'm available for this. We can
Thank
take
you.
1 hour out every weekend. Of course, let's take 1 hour out every weekend. Let's say let's plan towards it. 1 hour out every weekend. Let's help people grow their business online. Let's do this. Let's do this. We can do
Okay.
this. We can. What don't you think so?
So we just get people to subscribe for a month so they get to join us every week, every
Yeah,
weekend.
no problem. Let's do this. Let's plan for it. No problem. So thank you very much,
Definitely.
Akpos, for having me on the social media management bootcamp. I'm excited
Thank you.
and it's a great honor. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank,
Thank you, sir.
thank you very
Thank you.
much.